Have you ever watched a little kid play and just wondered, what is really going on in their head? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the incredible, creative world of early childhood. It's something as natural to them as learning to walk or talk, and believe me, it's happening all around us. So let's dive in and find the art hidden in a child's play.
Okay, take a good look at the screen. What do you see here? At first glance, maybe it just looks like a chaotic scribble, right? A random bunch of marks on a page. But what if there's a whole story unfolding here? The real answer might just surprise you.
Because to a child, this isn't just a scribble, it's the beginning of a masterpiece. You see, in the world of early development, this is a foundational act of creation. All those things we adults tend to dismiss as just play. Humming a little tune, pretending to be a superhero, or, scribbling. These are actually the very first and most crucial steps on a lifelong journey of expression.
So, to really understand this journey, we have to look at their creative toolkit. It turns out, children naturally use 4 main ways to explore and make sense of their world. These are the fundamental tools they grab to express themselves, to learn, and to figure everything out. And here they are: visual art, music, drama, and dance. Visual art, that's the hands-on, messy, wonderful world of drawing, painting, and sculpting. Music is that pure joy you see when a kid makes up a song or discovers a rhythm by banging on a tabletop. Drama is that magical land of pretend, where a simple blanket becomes an impenetrable fortress. And dance, well, that's the powerful, unspoken language of movement. These 4 things together, they're the true building blocks of a child's creative life.
Let's zoom in on just one of these for a minute, visual art, so we can see this incredible development in action. We're going to follow the journey of a simple drawing, and I think you'll be stunned by the huge cognitive leap that happens with just a crayon and a little bit of time.
Okay, so as you can see, the sequence is just fascinating. It all starts with simple mark making, just lines and dots. Then, kids move on to step 2, creating these repeated circular shapes, which are called mandalas. But then step 3, this is where the magic really happens. The potato person is born. Those circles suddenly get legs, arms, a face. The Harvard researcher Howard Gardner points to this as a monumental moment. And it's not just about drawing better, it's a giant leap in what's called symbolic thinking. It's that profound shift where a child finally understands that one thing can stand for something else. A drawing isn't just a mark on a page anymore, it's a person. That's a huge deal.
But look, drawing is just one instrument in this whole symphony of expression. That amazing leap into symbolic thinking we just saw with the potato person, it echoes across every other art form. So now let's explore the really powerful roles that music, drama, and dance play in a child's world.
Music and drama are absolute powerhouses for development. Music isn't just about making noise, it's about learning to recognize patterns, a skill that's foundational for both math and language. And when kids make music together, like, say, tapping out the sound of a rainstorm on a window pane, they're practicing really complex social skills like cooperation. And drama, it's basically an empathy gem. By pretending to be someone else, like one of the 3 Billy Goats Gruff, kids are literally trying on another point of view. It's no wonder that acting out stories makes their comprehension just skyrocket. They're not just playing, they're actively building their own minds.
And then you've got dance, which is one of our most primal forms of communication. For a child, movement can be a lifeline. It's a way to express feelings that are just too big or too complicated for their words. You know those background emotions scientists talk about? That general hum of feeling cheerful or frustrated or just pure explosive joy? Dance gives those feelings a physical form. It lets a child explore space, their own body, and their inner world all at once.
So, if kids are such natural artists, what's our role in all of this? It's a really important question. See, our job isn't to direct their masterpiece, it's to be a thoughtful guide. It's about creating an environment where their innate creativity can really, truly flourish, and it all comes down to how we choose to support them.
This slide, right here, highlights the single most important principle you can remember. Focus on the process, not the product. There is a world of difference between asking, "What is it?" which implies there's a right answer, and asking, "Tell me about it." That simple little switch in language shifts the whole focus from correctness to curiosity. It sends a powerful message to the child. Your exploration, your effort, and the joy you feel while creating, that's what matters most.
And you know what the best part is? You don't need some expensive, fancy art studio to make this happen. In fact, some of the best tools are the simplest ones. We're talking cardboard boxes, old fabric scraps, sticks and stones from the backyard. A pot becomes a drum. A scarf becomes a superhero's cape. Creativity thrives, not on fancy kits, but on simple, open-ended materials that a child's imagination can transform into, well, anything.
I just love this idea. It's inspired by the famous artist Paul Klee, who, later in his life, rediscovered his own childhood drawings and called them his most significant work. It's such a powerful reminder for us to see a child's art not for its realism, but for the incredible thinking, feeling, and effort that went into it. Because for them, in that moment, it is a masterpiece.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. The next time you see a child scribbling away, or dancing like nobody's watching, or turning a cardboard box into a spaceship, how will you see it? Will you just see play, or will you see the artist at work? Because inside that moment, there's a whole universe of creation just waiting for you to notice.